Alrighty folks, today we are going to do something a little bit different. We're going to play CERT, C-E-R-T, a puzzle adventure, which is a little puzzle book thing. It was made for Ludum Dare, or Ludum Dare, the game jam. And it's kind of, I think it might have been slightly inspired by something I said in Discord. I think I said something like, or maybe there's a conversation going on, and I said, "Oh, I've been thinking it'd be cool to make a kind of choose your own adventure puzzle book, but with like puzzly puzzles in it, rather than like a choose your own adventure. Typically, is just like, oh, you get to the end of a chapter and it says, do you want to go this way or this way, and it says turn to page whatever." I was thinking it would be cool to do something that has like puzzles in it, and maybe the puzzles, depending on how you solve them, lead you in different directions. I think that was the conversation, or that's something that I said. I'm not sure how much of that is in this idea, or how much of this, maybe they were already thinking about this idea beforehand. But I remember that conversation going on at the time, and then this happened, and it looks cool, so I'm going to try it out. That's still an idea that, even if this does it well, it's still an idea that I'd be interested in trying out myself as well. But anyway, okay, CERT. So I'm using if you find this game on itch, or there'll be a link in the description, it's just, the way it's presented on itch is with like a kind of PDF viewer embedded in the page, and it supports drawing, which is handy. And, well, I could, I can undo. Was I like... Maybe I'd left some dots or something. I don't know. Unfortunately, it seems that this thing up here sticks around. Like if I click that off, I can't draw anymore. So I'm going to have to leave that up. That's fine. So CERT, a puzzle adventure. Stop. How to read this book. CERT is a puzzle game book. You will need a pencil and an eraser to play through it. How do I erase? I guess I undo. I'll figure it out. Unlike normal books, in CERT, you do not simply move from one page to the next. Instead, each page has a puzzle to solve. Page solutions are always a single word. When you think you have found the right word, look it up in the dictionary at the back of the book. If you have the right answer, the dictionary will show you the number of the page you came from and the number of the page you should go to next. Curious. How easy will it be for me to see the other answers? I guess they maybe have lots of words in the back that aren't answers to the puzzles, just to like add noise so you don't see the correct words, maybe. For example, suppose you're solving a puzzle on page 6 and you have determined that the answer is rain. We look at rain in the dictionary and find rain, continuous precipitation, especially of bullets. Okay, 6 to 17, I see. This tells us that when we answer rain on page 6, we should read page 17 next. If the dictionary had shown no numbers or a different starting page number, that would mean our answer was wrong. Okay. Additional instructions and help will sometimes appear in info boxes like this one. When you're ready, turn to page 4 to begin your adventure, which I assume is the next page. It is. You wake sharply, alarmed by a distant rumble, shifting the pile of rough rubbery balls that seem to be your bed. Okay. As your eyes adjust, a narrow room comes into view around you. Rigid metal walls packed with unidentifiable spheres, dimly lit by a small screen and keyboard at the far end. Lying on your lap is a tray marked with letters and a few awkward heavy metal shapes. Some kind of puzzle? They fit together, but only in certain ways. It seems you will need to solve this to get out of the room. Draw the 3 metal shapes in the tray above them without overlapping, mirroring, or rotating them. Okay, so don't transform them at all. When you're done, read the letters in the 4 circles to find the words you need to advance. Okay, so a packing puzzle. So you're gonna have to go there, right? Oh, something just shifted, I don't know why. Which would mean that one is highlighted. Maybe I should have done a different color. How does this work? Okay, should we just go for full on red? Maybe I'll do this as well. Okay, how thick is that? That'll do. Okay, so that is one of the shapes. I'm just drawing with a mouse, so it might be a bit awkward, but whatever. Oh yeah, and then one goes here with that one filled in. Is it going to be open? All right. Oh, let's draw that a bit better. Okay. Read the letters in the 4 circles to find the word you need to advance. Okay, it doesn't tell me how to read them, but I'm pretty sure it's open. Is there like another way? Peon. Nope. But open. Okay. So if I look up open 4 is what I'm expecting. Open 4. Here's the dictionary. Oh, peon is there in the thing. Open. Exclaimed when discovering a lost biro. Open? A lost biro. Oh, I see. Open. Okay, nice. 5 though. Wait, what? Oh, that is page 5. Yeah, okay. Because I was seeing 2 pages at the same time. So page 5, was it 10? 14. It wasn't 10. It was 14. All right. As you enter the final character, the end wall of the metal box opens into a large chamber. I need to like maybe not look at the other words that are in the dictionary just in case. I saw that peon was there, but I didn't look at if it had any numbers or anything. The end wall of the metal box opens into a large chamber filled with all manner of crates, boxes, and shipping containers, packed close enough to make a rat run of awkward corridors. Squeezing through and climbing bit by bit, you eventually grab onto the scaffolding staircase and pull yourself above the fray to a large bulkhead door. Is this some kind of ship? The distant rumbles you've been feeling could be waves. Beside the door is another code entry keyboard and a familiar-looking lettered tray with accompanying metal shapes. It looks like you'll need another password. Okay, it's the same kind of thing. Like, I remember the conversation being sort of about, oh, you could do like Metroidvania style things where like maybe the answers to puzzles change if you do things differently. So I'm kind of curious if that's happening. Oh, I like how there already was that the case in the other one. Pom, pol, eon. Well, pom and eon is pol a word? Maybe not just like an abbreviation. Where are we? 14. Crates, drums, boxes, cases, trunk. Neat. So you're probably slotting in there. You are definitely going at the bottom, because if you were above, then we'd have to fit. Oh, no, we could fit you in there. But I don't think we could then fit these 3 underneath. No. So you're going at the bottom. Oh gosh, it moved. Gonna have to get used to that. Sometimes it just moves. So I'm pretty sure you're there. And then, does that mean you're at the top? Would that work? If you were there and you were there? No, that wouldn't work. So then you would have to be there, but that doesn't work. Oh, maybe I'm wrong about this. Wait, this doesn't even fit. It doesn't cover everything. There's going to be one left over, isn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There is. Curious. Okay, I guess I just got to fit them in though. Okay, so that doesn't work. Let me draw it in a slightly different way then. So then let's say that we're there. Then how would I ever fill in this bit? I could do that, but I'd have 2 left over. So it's not there. What about in this case? Well then, how would this bit get filled in? Like this, but then there'd be 2 left over. Or like this, and then what? Or like this, and then what? So then you're going all the way at the top, and then you're going there. And then you must be going like this. Huh. Huh. Wait, hold on. So one of them goes like that. Yeah, so if I put that in there, then I wouldn't be able to put this in anywhere. So it'd have to be on the next row down. It would have to leave space for you. But then you can't go anywhere. And I'm continuing to assume that we can't rotate. Nothing changed, right? I don't think so. Okay. Wait, so that... Okay, but I guess I was only trying that. What if this? What if that? No, same kind of problem. Can't fit you in. It's not going to work with that either. Whoa. Hold on, what were the rules? Back to this one. Draw 3 metal shapes, okay, but it's talking about 3, without overlapping, mirroring, or rotating them. When you're done, read the lesson in the 4 circles to find the word you need to advance. Overlapping, mirroring, or rotating. Yep. So the thing I'm unsure about is whether this is actually expecting me to do something slightly different. I'm supposed to figure that out somehow. Like I was thinking as I was reading this, like the crates, boxes, and shipping containers might represent these. Like maybe this is the shape of the crates and boxes and shipping containers. Or am I just being silly? And this is easy. It moved again. Okay, so like that. I mean, how else could this get filled in? By the 3? Well, it doesn't have to all get filled in, but it does have to get mostly filled in. Like that wouldn't be good. 2 are left over. Neither would that. This wouldn't be good because I can't fit in many things down here. Just that. It's got to be like this, like this. But then I can't fit in those 2. Oh yeah, I can. Oh my gosh, I'm being silly. I was thinking there was no way of fitting those in. I think it's because I was always imagining the 2 going there. Okay, I'm being silly. It's the fear of like, what if I'm not understanding a rule that's making me make silly mistakes like that. Okay, so simply put that there, and that means let's just draw the circles on like this. Okay, although can I read it? There, and there. What does it say? Embark. Okay, embark on page 15. Embark on page 15. Let's not look at the other things. Embark 15 to 8. To wire around with tree skin. I see. To cover something in bark. 15 to 8. All right, page 8. I think, I guess if it were a book, even if it were a book, I would probably, like a physical book, I almost prefer to just look things up by like puzzle number rather than page number. I keep like just thinking of this whole thing as 8. Anyway, cold air rushes in as you pull the creaking metal door open. You emerge onto the silent deck of an old steamship, and the night winds bite at your skin. You wonder briefly what sea the ship sails on, but a quick look over the side returns a quick and surprising answer. There is no water beneath you. Instead, the sea of stars stretches far and wide. Okay, we're in a spaceship. Above and below, with no respect for reason or common sense, the mighty ship sails through the endless vacuum of space. You wonder how you are breathing. You have found a hub. Fill in the house icon at the bottom of this page. From now on, at any time, you can go to any page with a filter. Oh, interesting. Oh, there's totally going to be like, you can go back and do things differently. Otherwise, why would I have reason to do that? Continue to the next page, page 10. On the deck at the fore of the ship are 3 more letter trays and a pile of metal pieces. This time, though, it's not clear which pieces are for which puzzle. And worse, some of the puzzle trays are strangely shaped and have odd markings on them that you're not sure you recognize. Okay, numbers. Okay, might be like a nonogram type thing. Maybe it would be best to tackle these one at a time for now. Just behind the bow is a large steering wheel, surely ornamental. Mounted incongruously in the center is a small keyboard and a glowing screen flashing the words "Enter Course." Each piece is used in exactly one of the 3 puzzles. When you have a solution you're happy with for one of these puzzles, you can enter it immediately. Remember that you can always return to the hub later. I mean, I could guess what this means, but then maybe I should just do Ooh, there's a question mark. These aren't. Oh, skies we usher to? Drab iron bags shirt your pale car, question mark. Okay. I'm going to guess this is nonogram-like, but I think what I'll do is I'll solve like this and see what that takes me. And I think I should return back afterwards, and it'll probably tell me a rule, and I'll come back and solve things differently. Okay. So this. On there, well, so I can cross off any of the 3 tall things. Do there end up being multiple ways of doing this or not? That could go there. And then there's an obvious thing to do, which is you and you, and then that as well, I think. But could it not be done with like a 3 and a 3 and a 2? It could. Oh, that's scary. Interesting. So what if I were to do? Let's just do it. If we did it with, what was it? It was that, like that, which gives me the W and the E, and then those two could go either way round. T. I guess the reason it might not be this, and probably isn't this, well, K W E U T. Quiot. First of all, I don't think that's a word, but also, like, I bet I can't solve the rest of them. Well, in fact, I can't because those are too long for those. Okay, that's the reason, because of the whole rule about they're using exactly one of the 3 puzzles. So since these will only fit in this one, they must go there. All right, go across 6 so to there, and then U to there, and then the singles required as well. So K, W, E, so that's the same. What? K, W, E, S. Oh no, not O. Quest, spelt very strangely. Have I got that right? Yes. Quest. Are you being silly? Quest. I know you know that's not a real word. Try again. Nice. Okay, so am I forced to find a solution that definitely comes up with a real word? Interesting. But those two have to go in there, because that one's too wide for both of those. So what other options do I have? None? Each piece is used exactly one through. When you have solved the solution you're happy with for one of the puzzles, you can enter it immediately. Again, so let's cross those off. Well, if they, like it says, each piece is using exactly one of the 3 puzzles. Well, those 2 must be used there because they didn't fit over there. But there's only one way of arranging them over here, which is that and that. And then that would have to go there. Oh, unless that doesn't go in there. But then what would it be? West. Ah, I see. Okay, because we can leave spaces blank. That's what we did in the previous one. So it's just the word west on 11. West on 11. There we go. A more casual waistcoat. Nice. 11 to 30. So going to page 30. Before you even have a chance to wonder whether compass directions have meaning in space, the ship... Oh yeah, of course we were entering a direction to go as well, like a course. The ship wildly veers to the side and charges into the deep black. Soon enough it slows again, pulling alongside a set of tracks with a fashionable locomotive running over them. Within its passenger cabins, row after row of thin, scaly humanoids in black suits and bowler hats scribble diligently on large sheets of inky black paper. With an expression of disgust, one of them throws the paper sharply out the window. It lands on the deck, and curiously you pick it up. The writing means nothing to you, but the structure resembles a newspaper, and the format of these creatures' entertainment seems familiar. The figure, clearly still irritated, looks expectantly at you. Numbers next to a column or row indicate the number of different, not necessarily differently shaped pieces that should be placed in that column or row. Okay, so I would have been wrong assuming it was a nonogram. It's a bit like a nonogram. So number of shapes in that row. Alright, so 0 in that row. 3 in that row. So there's gonna be a shape here, and a shape here. Okay, this is fun. This is neat. And there has to be 1 in that row. Okay. So whatever's up here is either this or this, right? Because the others are too tall, and then they would go into the 0 row. So then either we've got like the 3 like here, or just the 1 here. If the 3 were there, it would obviously contribute to the 1 here, which maybe we want, maybe we don't want. So then if there's going to be 2 more here, oh, okay, that tells me something. There's going to be 2 more here, then they have to be 2 that can actually overlap. So it's going to be this, this, and this in that column. Okie dokie. And therefore, this one can only go there. Neat. So that one has to go there. Completely changing my notation every time, but it's fine. And then that means that's done. That and that are going there and there, or that tells me that the single is there. And then you're up there somewhere, but I don't know where you end. Okay, so you might be over this side, you might be over that side. If you're over that side, then nothing goes here. Well, then if you're over that side, we're done. If you're over that side, we're not done, but we can make you done by adding another thing here. But we can also always add another thing here as well. Wait, so what have we used so far? We've used you and you-ish. And we've got 2 of those things left over. So it feels like there's multiple solutions here. Because I could do that. And then that would force this to be a thing, but it would not force that to be a thing. But I could put that in. It doesn't break anything. Or you could go here. The 3 could go like that. In which case you're already satisfied. Number of different, not necessarily differently shaped pieces should be placed in that column or row. Yep. So then we can't put one there, but we can put one there. So is this a case of just finding the one that actually gives me a word, or am I misunderstanding something here? So for this gives me the O, and this is going to give me whatever's in the middle. And then the other 2 letters are going to come from the bottom. So it's going to be like E-O-A-R, sure, or raw. Raw would work, but then it could be so it would be E-O-A, which I don't think that's going to be a thing. Or it can be R-O-A or R-O-A-R. It's probably going to be raw. But I feel slightly uncomfortable solving it just because it gives me a valid word. I kind of want it to always be that the clues are constraining everything. But I mean, I'll accept that, I guess. 31. Raw. Yep, okay. Telltale call of a hyper beast. Hyper beast? Raw. Hyper beast. I'm not sure I get this one. 31 to 12. You hand the completed puzzle back to the figure through the open window. It studies it silently for a moment, then howls approvingly and opens the door of the train carriage, inviting you in. None of the busy figures react to your arrival, their attention fully taken by the work before them. Your new friend gestures once, pointing you in the direction of the front of the train, then returns its attention to its own puzzle paper, swallowing it whole before pulling another from under its seat. That's what I do to my puzzles. You make your way through the shaking carriages, silent except for the scritching of pencils, until you arrive at a closed door at the very front of the train. This must be the driver's cabin. There is no handle, but a note is pinned, of course. All right, so same kind of thing. So 0 there. Okay, so I'm going to use this notation to cross them off. And 0 there. 2 shapes required here. Not you. Could be you and you. Can't be you. Can't be you. So it is you and you. So it's this and that. Oh gosh. So then it would be that and that. When I add 4 letters at the beginning of this. Convoy. Sure. All right, so then remaining, well, you can't fit up there, so you have to go here. Employ? Maybe. Yes, and that works. Are we going to get a job? Are we going to become the new train driver? Employ, and yeah, you're going to have to go there. I mean, you could go there, but then we get employ. So yeah, I think we're supposed to use the fact that it's not a real word as part of the clue. So employ on page 13. This is neat. Did I scribble by accident somewhere? Oh wait, where's that gone? Here. How did I do that? Oh, I crossed it off earlier. That wasn't by accident. Employ on page 13. Enact a cunning plan, 13 to 26. I see, to employ. Yeah, to do a ploy. It's like embark. 13 to 26. 26. As you speak the word, the door slides open to reveal nothing. No driver, no controls, just a plain, spotless cabin. A small dedication plaque fixed to the wall reads, Galactic Express, constructed 07200XX. Is that the year? Is it like the year in Undertale? Property of Space Limited, there is always a fourth way. In the center of the plaque, attached with ancient chewing gum, is a small trigonal, I guess like a triangle, but written as trigon. A small trigonal bauble of metal and crystal. It seems to be part of a larger object. You take it with you. Okay. Oh, wait. Take it with you. Fill in the... I mean, does that object do something for me? Is it this shape? That doesn't... Well, I don't know what trigonal means, but I would expect it's like a hexagon, but with 3, so therefore a 3-sided shape. Therefore a triangle. Well, not necessarily therefore a triangle, if it's not like... like, what happens if you start giving things curved edges? Does that break the definition of what makes it a gon or whatever? A polygon? Anyway, fill in the thing in the bottom. All right, I shall. To show that you've collected this fragment. Okay, so I guess it is this shape. This has no effect on its own, but you may be asked about it later. Curious. When you're ready, return to a hub page marked with the home symbol. Right. So we're going to return back to wherever that was, and we're obviously going to solve the nonogram puzzle. Here it is. No, well, it's here, and then we go through. All right, folks, I am really enjoying this. This is super cool. We'll continue next time, back from our home base, and we'll probably end up branching off in a different direction. Neat. It's interesting that the way it branches is by having multiple puzzles on a page. I remember when I was thinking about it, or if I were to attempt to do something similar at some point, I was thinking like, oh, it'd be cool if you learn a rule later that ends up changing your answer in some way, or you realize there's like a puzzle hidden within a puzzle. There's like a meta puzzle that you can work out, like maybe to do with the edges rather than to do with placing the shapes in or something. I don't know. I guess I'm spoiling my thing if I ever make it. All right, folks. See you next time, and we'll continue from here. Goodbye.